This is Harry Judd for Boxing Social in partnership with Empire Fight Store. Press conference, Liam Smith, Smitht-Eubank Jr. Joe Gallagher's arrived. Happy New Year, Joe. Always great to see you. You good?
Yeah, all good, mate, all good. 2022 was a brilliant year and looking to kick on now in 2023.
Say kicking on, February 10th. 4 boys out, Callum Thompson, Sean Yaxley, Clark Smith.
Colin McGowan.
Colin McGowan, forget that. One of my favourite fighters, to be honest with you. Yeah, already 2023, got the boys out.
Yeah, 4 of them out there straight away. Listen, it's got to be a year where Sean Yaxley and Colin McGowan, they're building up. They've got to have a defining fight of sorts, whether it be a title eliminator or a title fight. And the development of Callum Thompson and Clark Smith will continue. Callum's 5-0, an exciting fighter. Obviously, Clark had 3 fights, 3 months at the end of the year. Hopefully, by the end of the year, they'll be around 9-0, 10-0, and looking to make waves in 2024. You
mentioned the name I forgot, believe it or not, Colin McGowan. Where he this year? Where's the plan for him this year?
Yeah, well, listen, he's had 2 wins. He fought 3 times last year. He had 2 wins by the back end of the year. He's out again for another win. And listen, we'll be looking at welters, light middleweights, stroke middleweights that are possible. See where we are with the English-British title. That's where we want to go. Macaulay, he's improving all the time. I wouldn't say he's improving, I think he's maturing, I think is the right word. Everyone knows Macaulay. He has that in him, but he's knowing when to use it at the right times now. So he's training well, he's training hard. His story this morning, he's out running in the snow. So that's where we want to do with Macaulay. I think he's 27, 28 now, and I think at last now people are going to start to consider him as a fighter and not a comedian, and that's what half the thing was, that he wasn't half serious, and he is being serious with his work now, and like I say, hopefully we'll get him some type of a fight this year, which will be a defining fight for him.
I'll be honest, it is great to speak to him, great entertainment to speak to him as well, but look, yeah, a hell of a year last year, like the activity in terms of your gym and with Macaulay. This year, pretty much the same in terms of activity, do you reckon?
Yeah, hopefully. Like I said, this time last year, January, we were over in Madrid, Sergio Martinez with Macaulay. And but like I say, it's a busy year and we're looking to move forward this year. Obviously, Paul Butler got beat. We want to bring him back in, get him in the title mix. Need to get Charlie Edwards out in the title mix. Big year for Mark Efron. He's got to be stepping up in opposition onto the world stage, ranked highly now. Natasha, Jonas. How much as that success story will continue, and obviously, like I said, the development of the rest of the people in the stable. Hosea Burton at cruiserweight, Marcus Morrison continuing on again.
Blue Monday, what a post you put out with Natasha's belt. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, no, it was brilliant, wasn't it? To have all belts. She was in the gym yesterday with it as well, with all the belts and the pictures, and she put a lovely picture out with her daughter with the belts, and it's just great. And they'll say what a difference a day makes, a week makes, but what a difference a year makes for Natasha Jonas. This time last year, we were getting ready for her first world title fight against Chris Namis on the Khan Brook undercard, and a year later here she is there at the ring, world #1. And I did say to her in the gym yesterday how immensely proud I am of her, and what a fantastic story. 38, she'll be 39 in June, and the way she carries herself, conducts herself, a huge inspiration for the next generation, not just female fighters but for boxers in general, and also a bit of a female Rocky story. If at first you don't succeed, try again, and that was the case for Natasha Jonas.
I hope you enjoyed a good Christmas and Happy New Year. Another picture you posted as well, 2 ring champions, obviously Paul Butler and Natasha as well.
Callum Johnson.
Sorry, yeah.
I got it wrong myself. Callum Smith and Natasha Jonas. Yeah, so it was. It's proud. It's only when people point it out to you, oh yeah, so it's a male one and a female one and all that. So it's so it was nice. It's a good thing. And I seen an interview Roy Keane did the other day, and they're saying about leader, and it's about leader and everything. It's very easy when you've got very talented, single-minded individuals that want it just as much as you. Makes the job that lot much easier. So I've always been blessed to have that.
I know we haven't got long since the main event press conference, so you were on Sky Sports. Some news apparently. I don't think any announcements, but discussions going on. Natasha Jonas and Claressa Shields.
Yeah, there's discussions going on. Claressa Shields is one of them. There's other parties as well that we're talking to as well. But obviously Claressa Shields, the #1 female in the world. That obviously will grab the headlines, but talks are ongoing and there should be an announcement soon of Natasha and her opponent and a date.
When I spoke to you about that fight though, head in hands, like what a big fight, but that is the fight that you want and the fight that they want most of all?
Yeah, Mark Taffet, he said they're interested in the fight. Claressa wants to come back and fight for her old belts. Natasha, She's won, she wants to fight, and you want to test yourself against the best in the world. Natasha's always done that with Katie Taylor and now Claressa Shields, so it's a big fight. And I think if you look at the end of year awards, it was always Claressa Shields, Female Fight of the Year. Natasha Jonas was runner-up or in and around it, so I think it's one of the biggest women-female boxing fights to happen in 2023, so hopefully we get it made.
Look forward to that as well. But let's talk about the main event here. You know Liam Smitht relatively well as well. Talk about those sparring stories about that came out that you were obviously in the gym.
Yeah, sparring, isn't it? Listen, it was a good spar, competitive spar. Liam caught Chris with a good body shot. It wasn't one where he jumped on the floor and was rolling around. He felt it, walked around, shook it off, and they continued again. So it was good. Listen, sparring. It's totally different. You can't take things in sparring going to a fight. But what we'll see is the fight on Saturday night is a real good fight between two quality operators, two hard men, and both with determination not to lose that fight.